everybody, Tokasta here and welcome back to another Ultra Impact video. So day one of the club festival has started and I figured I would just do an attempt to show you what I think. Now I've only done it a few times, but what I think is the best strategy, I think. It's not really, there isn't really too much of a strategy, but yeah. I was able to get 183,000 points on my last attempt, so I figured this is the time that I should try to do it. And I'll try to upload it, my videos going forward, a few hours before the daily reset, just so you can try to get the last few attempts in, and hopefully get a better score and improve your club overall ranking, right? So, stage rules, I mean, I'm not a fan of this. I think it's kind of stupid because if you have the new characters, surprise, surprise, you're going to do a lot better. I don't think that's healthy at all for the game. It's not stupid, but that it is what it is, so we're just gonna rock with it, right? So if you have an STR type, power of all allies is increased by 10%. If the ST, speed of all allies 20%, plus ultra gauge, skill impact by 25% for 10 turns when used second or later. So you want your 2 damage dealing units to attack second or later, essentially is how that one works. Also increases characters plus ultra gauge by 20% after receiving 3 attacks from opponents with higher speed. So it is really important to be faster, because I did bring in a team where I was slower because I didn't bring in a DST just to test out other teams, and then your plus ultra gauge just gets drained constantly. It's just annoying. So make sure to have a purple unit on your team. That just increases your overall team speed. Or if you're just faster in general, like you are a higher invested account with a bunch of DX pluses, you probably don't even have to worry about it, but in most cases, it can be very annoying. And then for the opponent, increases characters plus ultra. This is for the opponent, right? Impact by 25% for 10 turns when used in a second or later chain. Decreases plus ultra gauge by 20% after receiving 3 attacks. Reduces burning and bleeding, so they completely shut down any sort of Dobby Hellfire here. Bleeding in Asa too, like the new Toga wouldn't do great here. But yeah, so this is the team that I ended up using here. So, I know it's not completely accessible for everybody, unfortunately, but I mean, that's just the way they set this up, right? The newest, shiniest characters are going to do best. Now, I have tried a few other teams. Of course, I did try Lady or Miss Nejire there instead of Bakugo in slot 2, and I got about 150,000 points. Lady Nagon got me about 130, 140. I also tried, I think I tried Inasa, he also got me 130, 140. Now, with all those strategies, though, I didn't try doing what I did with these 3. Now, Buff Block does seem to come in handy here a few times when it did activate. But my strategy going into this was beat the crap out of Ochako. Now, the main reason for that is your damage at the end of this accumulates by how much damage you've done to their team overall, right? So when I went into here and I read what these characters do, because essentially you treat them like PvP characters, you have to read what memories they are wearing. Mirio is annoying, apologies, because he's got reducing damage, right? And increases max HP. He wants to be the one being hit because he's going to take 0 damage. So if you can avoid it, you don't want to hit him, right? Shigaraki has not that way, the memory that came off his banner, where he just regenerates health left, right, and center. So the main reason you don't want to attack those 2 right off the bat is because by the end of the battle, if you're just focusing down those 2, they're going to take a lot less damage than Miss Ochako, because Ochako has Splash. Now, Splash is just really good because now she does have more health, but there's no healing, there's no damage reduction. She's just kind of helping the team, right, getting their speed up. So though she has more health, I found that she was the best to target for me, because at the end of the fight, I was able to do more damage to her than I was to the other 2 characters. So I'll just do a full run through here and see how it goes. Maybe I'll get a little bit better score this time, because I wasn't quite able to get Ochako down to under half health. So maybe this run I can change that out a lot. Also, something that is important here is trying to time when to do Ochako's plus ultra. I wish it was just as simple as just spamming it, but a lot of the times they're able to shut that down. It is quite unfortunate. So like on this next turn I should be okay, right? But I'm actually not going to be, because Ochako is going to be doing her evasion dodge. So for me to do really well here, I have to rely on Bakugo getting buff block. Or block the buffs. If I am able to do that, then we're going to be okay. Actually, it doesn't even matter. I'm not faster. take back everything I said. But what's going to be nice here is he's going to do an AoE to get rid of Ochako's, like, all-around evasion, at least. So that's going to be nice, at least. But see how she didn't get evasion there? That is because block, buff, block. I keep saying buff, block, buff. Now I'm just getting all lost. Because it wasn't up, so because I didn't get the buff block on Mirio there, I was not able to target all my attacks towards Ochako, and it just kind of like ruins my rotations a little bit. So the score probably won't be as good, but hey, it is what it is, right? Now, we do have Shigaraki here. He can be kind of annoying just with his buff removal. And yes, I do have plus ultra animations off this run, just because I kind of want to talk and go through this one next time. I think going forward, I will try to, of course, play all the animations and whatnot. You know what? I'm just lying. I completely forgot I had it off. But next time going forward, I'll make sure that it's on. But yeah, see, as soon as the buff block is on, like, Mirio is not covering anymore. And then it becomes a lot more easier to obviously target down Miss Ochako Uraraka here. And that's pretty much essentially the goal here. That is what we want to do, right? Now, he does have dodge, and I can't do anything about that, right? And, like, that's what I mean. Shigaraki in his kit, if you've never, like, seen my breakdown or seen, like, or fought a Shigaraki and how he works, every third turn he just gets a dodge, right? And that can become very irritating. And then, of course, you have Mirio, who's just irritating in himself with his abilities. So it gets tricky trying to fight the other two, which is why, once again, I just highly recommend just trying to beat down the Summerfest Ochako. I think it's just a strategy. I think it's the way to go. I feel like it's the way you're going to get the most points out of it, just because it's just irritating. But yeah, other than these three, like, you could definitely run Fantasy Ochako instead of Momo for some good support. You could run, I've heard Ida is pretty good. The clan member that got the second highest score on my team used this iteration, essentially, except for instead of Bakugo, he used the Fantasy Ida. He got 150,000, so shout out to Oimer there. That was good. And yeah, you unfortunately have to pretty much stay within the color restrictions, which is just frustrating, but I mean, it is what it is, right? So as much as I want to do that plus ultra, I'm actually going to do Bakugo's AoE to try to get another buff block in there, right? So because it's near the end of the turn, I don't want them getting any sort of evasion, and that's exactly what I got on Ochako there, so that's really nice. So hopefully they don't have an action skill chain ready to launch here, which he does not. So that's really important here because now I have free roam to attack Ochako and maybe get her under half health. That would be a big goal for me, right? Unfortunately, Mirio is covering, but I can't do anything about that. We did get Ochako under half health, so as long as this next attack she does here, oh, she's not even attacking, so that's really good. We can actually just normal her down, and she'll be under half health. So that'll be the first time I get that, so possibly a better score, maybe. We'll see right here. And no, not quite my best score, but as you see, I just started aiming down Ochako over and over again, and it just ended up getting the best score, right? Because I think the damage style matters a lot. And there's been times where I thought I did way more damage just watching the numbers going, like continue over and over again. But as I was just not really paying attention to who I was hitting, I just never really got a really good score. So yeah, that's the best that I've been able to cook up with. Now, I don't have Fantasy Bakugo. I could see him being pretty valuable in here too. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So not too bad for first run. If you have a different strategy, I mean, let me know down below. I mean, I'm going to be working, so I won't be able to test it out before it goes. But that's the best I've been able to come up with. But yeah, so far so good. 19th overall, like compared to 133 last time. I'm super happy about that. Individually, 57th. These four goats, I don't know how the heck they do that. 333 is, I don't even understand. And they all from the same guild, pretty much. So, shout out to all them. They are, that's crazy. And yeah, squad going well. We have a bunch of people here, 130, 140. WK, we got, everybody's doing well. We're contributing. It's great. Actually, a bunch of people over 100,000. Shout out to all you. So hopefully, a little bit of advice here was able to help. It might not even be the best strategy, to be honest. There might be way better ones. I mean, if you're able to get over 300,000 points, there probably is just a better strategy, but that's the best I've been able to come up with. So, yeah, that'll be it for this one. Let me know what your thoughts and opinions down below are on Club Festival. If you have any other recommendations, teams, or strategies to beat this, yeah, leave them down in the comments below. Join the Discord, let us know, because, yeah, that's the best I've been able to come up with anyways. So, expect, hopefully, daily releases on Club Festival. It's kind of nice that this is here. I wish this was more permanent, or at least every, like, couple weeks, right? It goes down for a couple weeks and then comes back up. Not, it seems to be every Club Festival banner time, so every, like, 3 months. That's absurd. That's not fun. This is the only time we got new content, and they decided not to give it to us. Except for, like, 3 times a year. Just stupid. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you do well. Hopefully you get a high score. Hopefully your overall club does really well. So far I'm very happy with how we're doing. Anyways, until next time, Tokusa out.